Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm here at Infiniti of Flemington in Flemington, New Jersey to take a look at yet another new brand for the channel. This is the brand new 2023 Infiniti QX60 Autograph trim, top of the line. Let's dig in. All right, the front end of this 2023 QX60 Autograph, I think they did a really nice job on the front end. We have LED headlights, LED daytime running lights, LED turn signals. There aren't any fog lamps, which I'm sad to report. I would love to see some fog lamps down below on this car. I think it would make it really look good. We have some nice silver trim around that gloss black grille. The Infiniti badge right in the middle looking good. On the bottom portion of the grille is all flat black, which makes sense because that's going to take a beating when you go down the road. Unfortunately, those vents on either side are fake. I would have loved to see Infiniti put functional side air curtains in there. And I love this stamped name of Infiniti right in this silver trim. I think that makes it look really good. Wheel and tire package on this QX60 Autograph. We have a 20-inch wheel, silver with gunmetal accents, which I think looks really good. That Infiniti badge in the middle, which I think looks good. Ventilated rotors, 4-piston brake calipers, tire size 255 on the width, 50 series sidewall 20s, all four corners, all-wheel drive. Full side profile on this QX60. This color is called Moonbow Blue, which is a really nice blue kind of silver gray combo. I think it looks really good on this. I love that sloping roof front to back. Makes it look a little like a Range Rover. Let me know what you think. But overall, a really nice mid-size 3-row SUV side profile. Now, as we move in, right here, I do not like this flat black on the wheel arches. I would like to see this painted. This is the top autograph trim. As we come to the side view mirrors, we have gloss black, and then our LED turn signal. We have 360-degree cameras as well. Our door handle, we have body color with chrome finish, front and back, which I think looks nice. We have a left side fuel filler cap. Down below, we have this silver trim that comes along the bottom of the car and then finishes on this nice stamped Infiniti badge, which I think looks nice. And then up top, we have a all blacked out roof, which I think looks great. We have a gloss black shark fin antenna and that nice dual pane panoramic sunroof. All right, the back of this QX60, we have those LED taillights, LED turn signals, LED brake lights. We have a roof spoiler coming off the rear window. I would like to see that rear wiper tucked up underneath to protect it from the elements, to protect it from car washes. We have the Infiniti logo in the middle and then Infiniti spelled out underneath that, which I think is a bit redundant, but it is what it is. All-wheel drive on the left, QX60 on the right. We have that chrome tailgate protector right there underneath that. And then we have, on the bottom, we have an exhaust that comes out underneath on the right side. And we have our tow hookup. So this comes equipped with the tow hookup. It can tow up to 6,000 pounds, which is pretty good for a mid-size SUV. All right, we are under the hood of this QX60. And what are we looking at? We're looking at a 3.5 liter naturally aspirated V6 engine mated to a 9-speed automatic transmission, 295 horsepower, 270 pound-feet of torque, MPGs, 20 in the city, 25 on the highway, 22 combined. The engine requires a minimum octane of 91. So you'll need to use premium unleaded fuel in this car. All right, we are in this 2023 QX60. And before we get to the interior, and this is a gorgeous, gorgeous interior with a lot of features to go through, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much does this SUV cost? Well, QX60 for 2023, top trim, which is autograph, tons of features, MSRP $68,200. So let's check out the interior. Starting with the footbox, a really nice large dead pedal brake and accelerator. However, they're all rubber finish. This is the top autograph trim I'd like to see. Aluminum finish on these pedals. The carpeted floor mats are in the tailgate. We have the Infiniti badge here on the door sill that lights up at night, so that's a really nice touch. We have power seats for the driver and front passenger with power lumbar and massage action, so I love that. We have beautiful black, obsidian black leather interior with white piping, with white cross stitch. Nice design in the center. Interesting looking headrests, but they're very comfortable and soft. The autograph embossed into the seat for the driver and front passenger. A really nice looking place to be in here. All right, door panels, we have leather with cross stitch up top, right? For the driver, we have 2 seat memory settings, and also for the passenger, 2 seat memory settings. Very nice. We have kind of like this carbon fiber wood. It's an interesting pattern around the memory seats and the door handle to keep fingerprints away. I think that was a great idea. And we have brushed aluminum on the door handle. Down below on the switchgear, nice leather, beautiful cross stitch, nice and soft. Flat black around the switchgear to keep fingerprints away. And we have that upgraded Bose performance sound system in this autograph. As we move to the dash, we have, again, leather with cross stitch, some of that nice anti-fingerprint material, which I think gives it a cool thing. We got this lovely leather with the quilting on it, which really raises the level of the interior. I think that looks great. We do have some gloss black around the vents. Down below, soft touch material and a nice large glove box. All right, infotainment system time in this 2023 QX60 Autograph. And what do we have here? 12.3 inches of LCD panel. We have wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, driver profiles, Wi-Fi hotspots, you name it, this thing has it. We have the map up where we can go to our menu, we can save our home location, we can search for points of interest. We have our audio settings where we can connect our devices, Sirius XM, USB connections, phone connections. This thing just has everything you possibly would need. We have touch screen action where you can swipe and get more information, which I think looks great. You can customize your home menu, customize your screen, adjust your massage settings for how firm or how soft you would like the massage. Coming from these 2 front seats, beautifully done, well executed, very responsive. I really like this. We can push the map, get back, pinch the zoom. Look how responsive that is. Beautiful. I mean, it's a really nice and dual panel action, a really nice setup here in this QX60. All right, backup camera. We push the button, put this into reverse. And look at that, nice large backup camera with 360, with trajectory, nice and clear. Nice job on the backup camera. Move down, 2 heat and air vents right here, more leather, more cross stitch. Down below further, we have our dual climate action going on, which is nice. We have 3-stage heated seats, 3-stage ventilated seats for both the driver and front passenger, and a heated steering wheel, and that's my favorite option, so thank you, Infiniti, for putting that in here. As we move down further, we have our engine stop-start, we have our drive modes, which I'll show you when we get to the dash. We turn off that pesky auto stop-start. Here is our gear shift to go through this 9-speed automatic. Now, when you want to put it in manual and drive with the paddles, what you do is you push in the side button, move it back to drive, and then move it back a second time, and it goes to manual. And then move it back again, it goes back to regular automatic drive. Push to park, really easy to use, nice setup. Love the silver as well. Moving down further, we have our electronic parking brake with auto hold. Here is our dial and manual settings to work the infotainment if you don't want to do the touchscreen action. Up top on the right here, wireless charging, very, very nice. Infiniti key fob, there it is, Infiniti logo on top. Remote start, lock, unlock, press and hold, pop the tailgate, panic button. Very nice and light, nice weight. We have some silver trim around these two cup holders, which is very nice. And now we get to the center console. Nice leather, nice stitching. Open it up. We have, right in there, we have a 12 volt right here. And then we have another USB and a little holder in here for some change for tolls or whatever you may need. So very, very nice. All right, here's our Infiniti leather wrapped steering wheel. Feels so good in my hands. A little thick, but it feels nice. Nice 10 and 2 notches. This is an electric tilting and telescoping steering wheel. We have some silver trim around here. Infiniti on the horn button, nicely done. Flat black on the switchgear to avoid fingerprints, nicely done. On the left, you have your controls for your dash and media. On the right, here's your telephone voice commands. Lane keep assist, cruise control, the whole lot right there. We have paddles to go up and down. This 9-speed automatic, the stalks are for our headlights and front and back wipers. That looks good. Over here, you have your steering assist, which is only available with the cruise control on. So that's kind of like that semi-autonomous kind of action. This I button, this turns on and off the head-up display, and then we have a button to open the tailgate. As we move to the digital dash, looking nice, all digital, all looking good. Looking at our drive mode action, we're in sport now. We can go personal, we can go sport, we can go auto, we can go eco, we can go snow. And once you have selected what you want, you push your OK button on the steering wheel or leave it alone, and it will go into that mode. But what I'm disappointed a little bit about is that we don't have any big action going on. When you switch drive modes, there's no change in the way the dashboard looks or anything that wows you as far as graphics like some of the other brands. But you know what? It's easy to read. It's easy to figure out what's going on the dash. And I think that's also important. Nice job. All right, and here is the digital rear view mirror. Actually, you can have it non-digital by pushing that lever back or pulling it up. The camera comes on, and now it's all digital in the back. So you don't have to worry about those rear seats or anything else. Our overhead console, where we have our dome lights, all LED action going on there, and our controls for our panoramic sunroof, and of course that SOS button in case you get into an accident, and your sunglass holder. We also have power folding side mirror action, which is with this button right in the middle. Push that in, they fold in. Push it again, they fold out, and you can set it up on the head unit to have these fold in when you lock the car. So a nice touch. We're in the back of this QX60, and it's very comfortable back here. A lot of room, a lot of head space. This seat is set for my driving position. I have plenty of knee room, plenty of headroom at 5'11". Even though this is a sloping roof, I still have enough headroom, plenty of shoulder width space. Great design front to back. As far as interior design goes, which I like, we have, again, the soft touch up here. We have that anti-fingerprint design around this brushed aluminum switchgear, flat black, nice soft armrest. We have security, manually operating security shades, so you can see out, but nobody can see in. But overall, a really nice place to be back here. All right, and in the back, not only do we have a rear console, we pretty much have a little command center going on back here. What we have here is we have rear climate control that the rear passenger can set, or passengers can set for themselves to keep themselves at a separate temperature. We have 3-stage heated seats for both rear passengers, which is a nice touch. Down below, USB-C, USB-A, and a home power source, which is a nice touch. We have seat pockets behind each front seat for the rear seat passengers, which is nice. Now, we have 2 cup holders in the middle and a storage area, and then we have our captain's chairs, with these fold down. What I like about these is they're not the ratcheting kind, so it won't go and drive you nuts. And you know, the thickness isn't bad for your arm at all. If you look at where my arm is and I put it on there, it's a little skinny, but not bad thickness. I've seen skinnier. Nice seats here in the back. Again, Autograph embossed on these back seats as well, with the cross stitch, with the leather. Really, really nice. The only downside is there isn't any power adjustments in the back seats. Both seats operate manually. Now we're going to get into the third row, but another thing I like is we have the door sill plate that lights up for the back doors as well, which I think is a nice touch. But to get into that third row, you have a button right here. You push that in, the seat moves forward and up out of the way, and now you can climb in to the back seat. Again, in most of these mid-size SUVs, the back seat's a little tight. So now we're in the third row, and again, it's really not designed for big adults like me. I do have enough headroom, but it barely enough, and it feels really tight. My legs feel a little bit high. I do have USBs here in the third row, USB-A's on either side, and 2 cup holders. So they got some connectivity back here, but again, you want to put kids back here, I think you're fine. If you're going to put a full-size adult like me back here, it's going to be a bit cramped, but I do have some heat and air vents as well to keep me cool in the hot summer, so that's a nice touch. All right, rear tailgate time. I showed you that you can pop the tailgate from the key fob or from the dash, but in case you forget and you're in the back of the car, here is the button right next to your backup camera. You push that in, it beeps a few times, up comes the tailgate. Nice electric assist on the way up, electric assist on the way down. A nice area in here for storage with the third row up. The Infiniti badge there, which is nice. And then we open this up and even more storage below, which I think is a nice touch. We have tie downs on either side if you need to tie anything down. Plus we have a 12 volt. Need to plug anything in, you're all set. Power in the back. Now the back seats, third row, has an oddity that I think is strange, and I'm going to demonstrate it, and we'll show you what happens here. Now, to get the third row down, you lower the headrests, and then you have push this lever up and push the seat down. You can do the same on the other side. Push the seat down. Now we have more room. Now, you would think with the third row down, these power buttons here are to put the mid row down. But no, what they do, if you push them and hold it down, it brings the third row back up on the left and on the right. So now the third row is back up. Now, if I reset the headrests, now we're back to square one. Now, I'm thinking, well, if it brings the third row back up, maybe those buttons also put the third row down. So we lower the headrest, we push the left button, hold it down, nothing happens. Try the right side, nothing happens. So you manually have to put the third row down, but the buttons electronically lift them back up again. So in order to get the mid-row seat down, we need to the side of the car and then hit this lever. Seat folds down, close the door, walk around to the other side and put that one down. Walk to the back, and now you got the big action room for all those larger items from Costco, Home Depot, wherever you need to go to stuff larger things in. But I find it very curious that these power buttons here only lift up the third row, and it doesn't put the third row down. And here we pushed it again, and the third row is coming back up. So very, very curious with these buttons. that they only work to lift the third row up and not put it down. Very curious. All right, here is the window sticker that has all the information about this 2023 Infiniti Q60 Autograph all-wheel drive. Feel free to pause the video, zoom in, see everything that's in this car, and now let's go take it for a spin. All right, we are inside this 2023 Infiniti QX60 Autograph. We're pulling out onto Highway 202 in Flemington, and a really nice acceleration from this naturally aspirated V6. I love naturally aspirated engines. A lot of these midsize SUVs are going to smaller turbo 4-cylinder engines, obviously for gas mileage purposes, but there's nothing like a naturally aspirated engine as far as that linear torque delivery, that smoothness through the gears. And this 9-speed is really smooth on the shifts as well. So I'm really liking the fact that Infiniti put this naturally aspirated V6 into the QX60. Now, this is a large SUV. It feels large. Now, it's a midsize, right? So the midsize SUVs I'm used to driving are the Kia Telluride, Ford Explorer, the Subaru Ascent. It was another one that we reviewed, and the Explorer feels about as big as this does as far as the way that you view the road over the hood and the width of this SUV. It feels very, very wide, but since it's larger, it has an unbelievably comfortable interior to be in, to drive down the road. These seats are wonderful. You put on that massage action, which I'm going to do right now, just to get a feel for that, and it's coming on now, and it's doing my low back, and it feels really, really good. So that's going to keep you relaxed when you're on long road trips, right? The gas mileage in this isn't bad for a 3.5 liter V6 engine. When you look at the competition that it's in, it's not bad, and it feels really, really solid. It feels, when you get in and you close the door, it feels really solid. The suspension is well damped, so it rides down the road smoothly. The steering is nice and tight, so when you turn this steering wheel, it's going to go where you want it to go. The visibility out all of the glass is pretty good. The controls for the infotainment system are really easy to get to. I like the fact that you can operate it as a touch screen, or if you're uncomfortable doing that, you can operate it with the dial and the touchpad on the center console. So I think that's a really nice redundancy as far as that goes. Your HVAC controls, auto climate control, heated steering wheel, and all that other stuff is easily handled from the driver's side. And you know, I like the how easy everything is to push. It's a really positive push. When you push it down, you know it's going in. You feel that nice positive click when you push those buttons in. There is a lot of gloss black on the HVAC controls, so that's going to, you know, cause some fingerprints, so you'll need to keep wiping that off to keep it clear. But overall, a really nice mid-row SUV. I believe that this vehicle is underserved on YouTube. I don't see a lot of videos on the QX60. That's why it drew me to want to do this car, especially in this top autograph trim, to give you guys out there an idea of, hey, if I'm looking for a premium brand SUV, mid-size with 3 rows, you know, maybe you should look at this Infiniti Q60. I think if you're looking at a premium mid-size SUV with 3 rows, you should put the Q60 on your list to test drive. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. We're heading back to the dealership now after this short test drive. I want to thank Infiniti of Flemington for allowing the channel to come in and film this review today with this QX60. I really appreciate it. I want to thank all of you for watching this morning. Please like the video if you've enjoyed it. Please also consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell so you'll never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.